now we've come to the big day, the job offer, right? So, there's nothing better than getting that job offer and knowing that that you're on your way to starting a great career. But again, you need to keep everything in perspective. That is just the beginning, right? And so now that you have the job offer, it's up to you to continue to fight for everything in order to keep that job, right? And through every component of what's ahead of you. So there's different ways that you can get a job offer. Some are conditional, based on passing other components of the testing process. Some might be delayed because of budget issues or different things that are happening with that municipality. So be aware of kind of the difference, and again, just make sure that you're not out of the woods, right? That job offer now has only guaranteed that you have moved on to the next part of the process, but it's still up to you to make sure that you live up to keeping that job and not doing anything that's going to prevent you from actually getting hired.
Yeah, I can tell you that generally when we do a job offer, it's conditional and it's based on 3 criteria for us. One is on your physical. We're going to send you for a physical because in essence, we're buying your body for the next 30-year period. Second, it's based on your psychological screening. And third, it's based on your background check. And, if I was going to determine where people are washed out, it's really not the physical. Occasionally it's a psychological screening, but honestly, it's the background check, especially when they lie. One of the things that has come up is marijuana usage. And, we know in the state of California, it's legal now. And people still lie about that. Once you're on the job, depending on your city, county, or special district's requirements, give you some outlines that go along with that. But, people have in their youth done some things that would preclude them from passing that. And again, you need to just be upfront and say that, I experimented or I did this or I did that. But, I'm grown up now and I'm seeking a profession moving ahead. I'd like to tell you my last story about conditional job offers. I was always frustrated during my testing period of time that there were great lengths of time between the testing process and the job offers. So one day in Nevada, we were getting ready to hire a pretty good sized class of individuals. And we had a candidate came through and he just hit a home run. He was a great match for us. We were really excited about that. We thanked him for his time. He was getting ready to leave. I looked around the room with my colleagues and we all gave a thumbs up. And I go, I'm going to give this guy a conditional job offer right now. So I walked out of the room. I caught him in the hall and I said, hey, great interview. We were really impressed with you. I'd like to offer you a conditional job offer. And he says, thanks, Chief. I don't really want to work here. I'd have to tell you, that was the only time I've ever done that. I wanted to do it more than once because I thought it would be such a wonderful thing to have gone through an interview and know instantly that you've done a great job and you're going to get an opportunity to grab the golden ring and continue down the path. And when this young man turned me down, I thought to myself, wow. So everything that you shared with me about wanting to work here was a lie.
Mm-hmm.
Boy, that was disheartening. I'd have to tell you, maybe I'm a little sour based on that experience, but that was the first and the only time and the last time I ever gave a conditional job offer to a candidate virtually on the spot.
Well, that's a great story. Great point. So thank you very much. We definitely covered a host of topics today, but I think this has provided everyone out there with a lot of great information, and we encourage you to continue to, again, go to the internet, visit your local fire station, set up that appointment with somebody, find a mentor out there. There's lots of different references these days, which is great. So get your nose in the books and do everything you can to prepare, and look for more videos from CSFA. They're going to help you on your pathway to becoming a firefighter. And we thank you again for your time, and good luck to you.
One of the things that I'd like to share with you in closing is that when we look at your professional background and what you've done, do you belong to CSFA? Of all the interviews I've ever done, and I've done quite a bit in my years in the fire service, the bottom line is I never had anyone that proudly stood up and said, I belong to CSFA. Whether you're an entry-level student or whether you're a seasoned veteran, I want to know that you care about our profession, and I want to know that you're committed to our profession. And one of the ways you can demonstrate that to me is by belonging to our trade organization. There's a lot of skills, knowledge, and ability you can learn by being a part of CSFA. We have a great monthly magazine. We give you electronic magazines that bring you up to speed on what's going on in the fire service world as a whole, and that's important. So again, it's a little plug for CSFA, but it's a big plug for CSFA because, again, I want to know that you're going to be a lifelong learner and you're committed to our profession.